First question of the Lions nickel package. Stephon Diggs won't be a thing, right?
No chance. No chance.
No.
Right?
Where did that report even come from?
33rd team.
Right?
Come on, Ari.
No
Y'all
chance,
better
right?
than that. Come on, Ari.
Right?
No.
I'm not. Look, if it's me, I'm not interested in him, the person, the player. I'm not interested in him. Period.
Why?
I'm definitely not interested in the money that he would require to be here.
You don't need him.
I'm not being funny. Why?
You don't need him.
Based on what?
Yeah, I don't.
Bow.
Sorry.
I want a hat that says bow.
Ari, friend of the network, do better than that. I don't know where that report came from, but that's crazy.
In the super chat, by the way, Dees BT says, Sean is spicy today. Time for the Prick 3 segment. Name one ingredient in cheese toast. Dial tone for the loser. That's a great bit.
Thank you. We had a lot of fun.
That was an excellent bit.
We would do one of my favorites when we would play Prick 3.
Yes.
When we didn't have any gift to give out, and I'd act like we had a gift, and we didn't have any gift to give out because our radio station was the cheapest motherfuckers in the history of man. I said what I said. So I would just go, I'm playing Prick 3 today, and you're not going to win. And every phone line would line up, and I'd go, I told you you're not going to win. Why are you calling trying to win? And yet they would call in, and nobody ever won. But
top 3 goal scorers for the Montreal Canadiens in 1974.
We did. I remember I did
10,
the Ottawa
9,
Silver 7, right?
8,
I
7.
said name 3 members of the Ottawa Silver 7.
My favorite that you got
doing?
everybody on every time was name 3 members of the Mac West. No, that was the best. All right, I'm sorry. Second down.
Second down, second question of the Lions nickel package. Who needs to take the biggest step on defense next year?
I thought about this one a lot, and this is going to be kind of a trick answer. I would say Aleem McNeil from the injury.
Okay.
That's got to be the biggest step. From injured Aleem McNeil back to perennial Pro Bowler Aleem McNeil.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I need that back. I have to have it back.
Well, he got injured in 2023 and looked pretty damn good before he went down this year.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna be a coward. I'm gonna say, what young pass rusher are you gonna add? Are you gonna add Nolan from Mississippi? You're gonna add Green from Marshall, whatever the case may be. And can that person grow very quickly? Grow very quickly with the surroundings around him. Because I don't think you're a quote-unquote rookie when you're playing with the caliber of some of the guys. So I'll go with that one. You know, how quickly can that young player adjust and make himself an impact player?
My boy Neil got connections out here. Varchaz just pull up at
Rob,
the door.
Rob, come on up here for a second.
Yeah.
Man.
That's
come on
pretty
up.
cool.
Yeah.
Home delivery?
Right here in the middle.
Hand-delivered
Right there in the middle.
Varchaz.
Why don't you lie about some stats, too? I mean, it's lie day, so why don't you just lie?
Shout out
and be
Varchaz.
factual?
My buddy Rob came in, and I didn't, I know the bottle was empty. It didn't mean you had to come up here right this second, man. Bring it up there? Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. Absolutely. So, the good stuff.
Rob, you the man.
Are you catching this, Spencer? Like, what do we have here? The 102 single barrel. You know I'm a fan. It's tried and true. One of the top 5 bourbons of the year by Forbes.
Yeah. Now, Neil, you know I need that cognac finish now. Like that
Well, I think we may
was
have one more.
top-notch.
I don't know.
Swing on by and we have a lot more at the distillery.
There
All
you
right,
go.
bet it up, bet it
All right.
up.
Everything you guys have done works. Like, seriously, that is no BS to the people out there. Everything you guys do, everything I've had is outstanding.
Yeah.
I mean that.
Shankar Distilleries, by the way, they're right up here, Chicago Road, over by the old Oakland Mall. They got a tasting room. They got like a literal bar in there as well. It's a vibe. Like the place is a vibe. So come on through. You guys are doing something for Valentine's Day, right? Tell the people.
Just join our social medias. We have a little tasting going on with a bunch of food and stuff, samples, or you can just come up and grab a drink.
Just come up and grab a drink. Rob,
do that.
Thank you, brother.
Rob,
for real.
you the man.
We
Can
didn't,
we
we
get a
didn't
toast
mean
for
like, hey,
Rob
we're
real
empty.
quick?
Come save us, Rob. But I appreciate you, man.
Can we get
for
a
real.
toast for Rob real quick?
Yeah,
Can we get a toast
absolutely.
up?
Shout out, man. Shout out to Varchaz, Rob, my guy, man. I appreciate you, man, for real. Shout out to the people. They're bottling it as we speak right now, by the way, and they're watching the show. Oh, well, there you go. They can't keep it in stock, so there you go. Any grocery stores, all the big grocery stores are carrying them. You can swing by the distillery as well. Thanks, brother.
Yeah. You the man.
Absolutely. Nickel Package Friday, Bourbon Friday rolls on thanks to the fine people at Park
Right,
Chat.
shout
Shout
out,
out to
man.
Rob. All right, where were we?
All right, next question of the Detroit Lions nickel package.
Hold on. John effing Lord. Neil, collab with them and make your own bourbon. I'll talk to Rob about that. Tone bourbon. That
Right.
people want a Neil Rule Bar Chaz collab.
150 proof. That shit is 150 at least.
Whatever the highest proof we can get,
Right.
we'll do it. All right, thanks, Rob. Appreciate you, brother. All right, next down.
All right, next question of the Lions nickel package. Is Gibbs Offensive Player of the Year next year crazy?
No.
He's the third betting choice.
Saquon said he's the second best running back in the league.
Sean, Jahmyr Gibbs, who was panned by us. There is not one person. If you say you did, you're full of shit. There was not one person that said, Jahmyr Gibbs, let's go, other than Brad Holmes.
No, you know what it was, though? I think there were some people that did the time-honored, okay, I get it. Not exactly having celebrations. Because, Neil, I can tell you right now, I did. I was one of those guys. Okay, I get it. I get it. What was I? Yay, GIBBS. No, I wasn't doing stuff like that, but I think you could see what he was doing, and I get it. I wasn't floored by it. Nobody can say that. I agree with you in that regard. The answer to the question, though, no. Aren't we having the exact same conversations that we did a year ago about J-Mo? Right? If you're one of those guys that you think that the ultimate success or failure of J-Mo is 1,500 yards and 15 touchdowns, you're going to be right every time. It's not happening. He doesn't have
Amon-Ra St. Brown doesn't get that.
He doesn't have to do that. And that's why I say with Jahmyr Gibbs, I'm going to use the same argument. He doesn't have to. He doesn't. There are multiple weapons on this team. Thank the good Lord. He doesn't have to be that guy that's going to go out and put up giant numbers. So I'm very content with what he does. Thank you very much.
Woodward Sports chat thread, Michael Weary. Neil, when I come home this summer, I want to hang out with you guys on a Bourbon Friday. Roll up.
Yeah.
Sean Belesian's not too proud to drink with you.
I'll do it.
Next down.
Next question of the Lions nickel package. Will Mahogany start at guard next year?
Like to start the season?
To start the season.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I think so too.
Or what?
Yeah.
Or what?
They would have to sign a guard, but I think Mahogany's ready for that
Yeah.
spot.
Well, I guess.
They could
The
always
only- the
re-sign
only-
Zeitler.
Yeah.
The only thing.
They may spin Zeitler one more time because you have Mahogany.
Yeah.
And you could get him on a cheap deal.
All right, just thinking out loud, especially draft tendencies. If they're, you're in the third round of a draft and there's a guy sitting there that you don't expect to be there, would you pull the trigger on something like that? I mean, let's face it, they need an IOL as it is. I mean, they need an interior lineman.
Yeah, but you think they sticking a rookie out there in a Super Bowl or bust season yet again?
Yes.
He'll now
Depending on
if I
who it
meet you in
is,
the
yes.
middle, he will start a game.
Yes.
100% he'll start a game.
Yes. It's just like, look, the defensive end, they're interchangeable now. This is what I always say, like the way the game has changed. I mean, you don't have the same five out there like the whole game, okay? Much like the defensive line. All these defensive lines had names when Neil and I were kids. There are 8 guys that are going to come in and out now, I mean, It's not the fearsome foursome. It's not doomsday defense. It's not the silver rush. There are 8 guys now. So, but to answer your question, yes. Yes, man. Yeah.
Real quick, Woodward Sports chat thread, 40 Gumble. I was told, the Neil Rule limited edition bourbon, the I was told line. Cody Engel, but I was told by Easy that Holmes missed by taking Gibbs over Carter. A lot of people thought that.
Yeah,
I
Braylon
kill
pushing
Easy a lot. I do. But I can't kill him on that. I thought the same thing.
Jalen Carter could be the best defensive player in football next year, too.
He could
so.
be.
Yeah.
I mean, he could be. I mean, it's more likely Gibbs is the best offensive player.
Right.
But I can't sit there and say, Spenny, you're crazy.
But I just hate that argument because we did hit on Gibbs and what he provides for us is game changing.
Right.
So I'm cool.
Right.
Like, I get the argument, but I'm cool.
100%. That's where I'm at.
People act like we drafted a scrub at that spot. Like,
Yeah.
Fifth down.
Final question of the Lions nickel package. Is Hutch the comeback player of the year lock?
My initial thought to that, Spenny, when you put that on the sheet and I was reading it, was he still ended up leading the Lions in sacks. Like, I don't know that he's going to get credit for, quote, being the comeback player of the year. Now, if he goes out and he has 19 sacks and leads the league, then they will because it's an easy award to hand out. But like,
His 6.5 really led the team.
led the team in sacks.
No, Zedarius had more.
Yeah, but he had
No,
5
with
coming
the-
to the
Well,
team.
yeah.
He
With
had
the
5
Lions.
With
coming
the
to the
Lions,
team.
yeah.
He had the
If-
most.
He only had
Lion
4
sacks.
with the Lions.
If
so.
he takes another step in the progression too,
Damn.
I think that counts for something. You know, because again, you know, I still think there's a ceiling there. I do. I really do. And we weren't crazy. Guys like us weren't crazy for saying, hey, I like the dude. I think there's more there. And then he showed it, right? And I think we all lived with that. But with that being said, if there's another level there, and this goes back to what we were talking about, KG, a couple minutes ago, it's amazing how much better you can play when you got some talent around you.
I
huh?
know, right? What a concept.
Yeah, it's so you know if they upgrade what they already have, why not? Sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Oh, we're to the break, right?
Yep.
Talking about where are we at?
Jars.
Jars. That's right. That's you.
Get it together, Stan.
We're putting Spenny. Hey, full disclosure, we are putting Spenny in a bad spot
we
here
are.
today because he's got to clean up the mess.